Hi everyone, hi. Somebody a few weeks ago asked me to teach them how to do a shimmy on a camel, or so a shimmy over a camel. And so I thought I'll come in and do that for you. Why would we want to do that? So it's the kind of thing that if we hear a nice smooth rhythm going, and then there's a little bit of a kind of like the sound of a tabla going over the top, or a canoon, which is the instrument that sounds like a shimmy going over the top, we might want to actually what we call layer a shimmy over a camel. There's two ways of doing it. The easiest way of doing it, if you want to create that sort of that sound, if you like, in your body, is actually to do a camel with a shoulder shimmy. So I think I'm probably cheating doing this, because my guess is that the person who asked me to teach this actually wanted me to show how to do a hip shimmy on top of a camel, which is much, much more difficult. I'm just going to play the sort of rhythm that you might want to do it on, so that you can hear kind of like what I mean about the kind of reason that you might want to do it. So this is a rhythm called the malfoof. Can you hear that? Yeah. So you can see doing a little shoulder shimmy on the top of my camel creates that nice movement with a little shimmy going on over the top of the camel. So that's the kind of thing that would make you want to do it. Okay? So, as I say, doing the shoulder shimmy on top, that's the easy way of doing it. I say easy. I mean, nothing, when you layer anything, it's not exactly easy. If you're going to do a shoulder shimmy on top of a camel, you want to make sure that your shoulder shimmy is nice and small. Yeah? You want your shoulder shimmy always to be nice and small. You don't want to do anything big and punchy, but if you just keep it nice and small, you can get a nice camel going on with that going over the top. One of the things that I would recommend you think about when you're doing anything layering over the top of a camel is remembering to do your undulation. It's very, very easy to get so caught up in the layering thing that you're doing that you end up just kind of like going forward and back, and you forget that you've got to do an undulation there as well. Anyway, let's get on to the trickier one, which is to do a hip shimmy at the same time as a camel. Now I can teach you this. One of the things that I would say, so a little kind of like rider if you like, is don't forget that I don't have real knees. I have metal knees, and so I don't have all the joints and the bones and all the ligaments that you've got. I've lost a couple of ligaments here, something called the cruciate ligament I don't have anymore, and also the tendons are a bit kind of like, they've all had to be moved in. So my knees don't work as well as they might have done in the past, but they work an awful lot better than they did when I had arthritis before I had my knee replacement. So, as I say, if my hip shimmies aren't perfectly even while I'm doing a camel, that is my excuse. Anyway, the reason that people tend to have problems when they're doing any layering moves with a shimmy, whether that be a shimmy walk or like a hagala move or anything like that, is that they tend to tighten up too much in the thighs. Yeah, they make their thighs too tight. What they actually do is they pull up through the thighs, so you can actually feel that thigh muscle, the quadriceps muscles, pulling up out of the knee. Yeah, and they drive it. Yeah, if I come a little bit closer, they drive it like this. They push, 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 push. And what you have to do is you have to keep really, really relaxed and quite slow, slower than you think that you want to be. So first of all, you need to get used to having your shimmies going on with a nice bent knee. Don't pull up. Don't do a tight little, what we call a vibration shimmy. Yeah, that's not going to work at all. You want to have nice soft knees. Oh, put myself here so you can see me sideways on as well as front ways on, yeah? So I've got nice soft knees and I'm just getting a nice little wobble going on with these knees. Fairly slow, maybe slower than you would normally do a shimmy, but I always try and get all of my dancers to get used to doing a slower shimmy than they're used to, and then the shimmy will be seen much, much better. So what I would suggest is you go up on your toes and you get used to going step forward, step back, step. Keep your knees relaxed. And what I'm doing here is I'm just letting my knees carry on shimmying. So I'm going, but I'm hoping you can actually see these knees, yeah? They're just moving fairly slowly, but most importantly, and make sure that you think about what's happening down here and that you're not tightening up and that you're not driving these hips, yeah? You're not trying to do this. It's all very slow. So just get used to doing your forward and your back, a little bit up on your toes, not too high, yeah? Keep it quite low because it's all got to be nice and relaxed. The more relaxed you are, the more you're going to be able to do a good shimmy with something else on top, yeah? Once you've got used to that feeling, then you can add in your camel, your undulation. Let's put on that music. Okay, let's do it. If you want to try along with me, do it. Okay, so let's just get used to the forward, back, forward, back. Get those hips going. Nice and relaxed. Can you see those knees nice and relaxed, nice and soft? Add in the camel. Other way. Ooh, not so good on my left leg. This is my worst knee. See those hips are going more up and down, yeah, rather than like this.